Greetings. My name is Drew. You're you. And I don't have a super strong structure for this video, but I figured I would just give you a little bit of an update on where I'm at, what's going on in my little world, and kind of how you fit into it. So, a lot of you have very recently fit into it in quite a big way, considering I'm sitting here in front of a new camera and a new mic and some lights, and I would not have any of it if not for you. And it's a weird feeling. I still don't know if I'm ever going to be able to fully process the chain of events that led to this. I sold some stickers, and rather than buying the bare minimum of the stickers, people decided to donate more than the bare minimum. And that gesture, that vote of confidence, led me to feel like this is what I need to be doing, because clearly there's an interest, and who am I to, say no? It's funky, and I still am having trouble with it, but there's really no arguing with that. Enough of you have said enough positive things that I just need to shut up and go with that. There comes a point where even if a voice inside your head is saying, no, they don't really care, shut up, that at some point you hear enough of the opposite of that you just kind of have to tell yourself to shut up and listen to those who you trust and, aren't biased against you. So anyway, here I am, going to record a little bit of an update for you. The support has been overwhelming and delightful and magical and everything in between. I cannot even express my gratitude to that. I'm still writing notes for all the folks who did purchase some stickers, so I'm more than halfway through those, so thank you for your patience there. So if you didn't know, I did sell a batch of 200 stickers on Ko-Fi, Ko-Fi. Sold all of them very quickly, faster than I expected to, and I'm mailing them out right now. So most of them are out. If you haven't got yours, if you haven't got yours yet, I'm sorry. Been working through them, but I am writing a little short note for all of them, so it's been a little bit. And also I need to keep on going out and buying stamps. I did not buy 200 stamps right at the beginning. I would like to do some more stamps. A lot of you have asked if I'd like to do that. Yes, absolutely, I would, but I needed to test this first. Obviously, I have not completed this yet. I wanted to do some international stamps. I did not do that. I did just US domestic. And let me get through this first and make sure that I can at least accomplish this so far. There's definitely some things I could do better. Like I'm a little worried too that someone might have donated on the Ko-Fi page and maybe thought that was going to get them a sticker and didn't actually purchase the sticker through the shop portion of the Ko-Fi page. No one has said that specifically, but I don't know. I'm still kind of worried about that. So I don't know. I just want to finish everything up and see how it goes. But I would, yes, absolutely like to do more stickers. Maybe a slight variation in the background so the folks who got that initial batch will still have a unique sticker, but we'll see. That's the goal for sure. And then, I'd also like to have a second mic for, a friend or guest, and a second arm. This arm is fine. This arm came free with the mic from Sweetwater, which, by the way, if you're looking for audio gear, they have been phenomenal. I purchased some stuff from Sweetwater. They called me and said, hey, we just got your order. Thanks so much. Just wanted to let you know if there's anything else I can do for you. I'm like, no? Like, okay, great. Well, we're all audio engineers here and musicians, so we'd like to think that we could help you out if you need to, so just let us know. Okay, thank you. And then when I got it, I got the stuff and a little bag of candy that said, thank you for shopping, a little card that had good information on it, a little packed by signature. It was just a pleasant experience. Cannot recommend them enough. Sweetwater. Check them out. And yeah, so I would like a second mic eventually, because there's something magical about having a second person kind of in the room with you to play off of. So eventually I'll do some of that. And I will be moving into a different room as well. I'm in my den right now, which is where my TV is right there. And this is not a permanent home. I'd like to kind of move into the office over there, but I need a desk. So I'm going to get one. So equipment wise, some of you have asked like what I have going on here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to be saying that a lot. I have some lights and a camera and a mic, all of which were purchased more or less under the direct, suggestion of a video that I will put in the link in the description here. I followed the video pretty much to the T. Didn't get the same type of mic, but the video was just super helpful in just getting a very small setup at a pretty good budget. I didn't get everything on that person's shopping list, but it was definitely a good starting off point. So I'll link that below if you want to check that out. And also all the camera settings I copied from another one of their videos. So pretty much anything you see, if you like it, it's because of this video series. So go check him out. I forgot his name, but it was worth it. So plan for the channel. I don't have a strict plan for Drew and stuff. Just going to be Drew and stuff. So a lot of folks have said in the lead up to this, like, hey, Drew, we could listen to you talk about just about anything. It doesn't have to be pens. And a lot of people said that. And at first I doubted it, but enough people said it again that I had to be like, well, okay, maybe they're being honest. We're going to put that to the test because I got a feeling I'm going to be talking about some random stuff, and it's not going to be pens. The goal is not to do pens on this channel. I am still looking to pursue pens professionally as a career path, and, more than likely you will see me plenty in that aspect. But personally, here in my home, looking to do not pen stuff. So probably some video game stuff, probably some movie stuff, definitely some movie stuff, in fact. Maybe some stuff with Shannon. Maybe, I'll bring the dogs up here and we'll talk about them. Maybe we'll talk about mental health. I don't know. It could be just about anything. I'm not going to ever pretend to be an expert on anything because I'm not. But we can hit all in every little nugget of what you think we should be talking about. So definitely interested to hear your thoughts. I'll kind of go anywhere. Just let me know. I have no plans to commit to a long form podcast, but it's possible. Just because there's no plans there doesn't mean it can't happen. I liked it. I think that it was super entertaining, and I think that if I did one, I'd like to do one kind of in person here. Again, like I said, there's just something really cool about the dynamic between, and I've listened to podcasts enough that I do believe that when folks are in the studio together, there's an X factor. So I do like that, but again, that's very difficult to achieve because people are everywhere. So I don't know if that's a realistic goal, but if I had it my way, that is what I would pursue. Oh, pen stuff. So like I said, not necessarily pen stuff on the channel about pens. However, I do have a lot of friends in the stationery community and industry that I find very fascinating. So I would still like to bring them on as guests, but maybe we won't talk about pens. Maybe we'll talk about everything else. So if you have any ideas, let me know, because I will listen to any and all things. In case you're wondering kind of what's going on with me, old Drew Brown, we had Thanksgiving, as did a lot of folks in the United States of America. And it was the first year my aunt hosted. It's been my grandmother every year, and we went up to Fredericksburg where my aunt lives, and that's about an hour away from Richmond where I'm at. And it was fantastic. It was absolutely magical. She just did a wonderful job hosting. My grandmother was totally fine with it. It wasn't like she was no longer able to do it or anything, which was nice. It was just like, hey, you know what? Why don't we just take a little bit off her plate? My grandmother can do Christmas. We'll do Thanksgiving at my aunt's house. Everybody was able to come. I have a pretty small family, but they are so chill. Y'all, I'm so very thankful for my family. It's my mom, my aunts. I got a couple cousins. They weren't able to come, but I did say everybody could come. I guess not. My brother and his wife, and then me and my little family. And just no one's dramatic. No one is dramatic. We don't have like that weird uncle that no one really wants to talk to. We all like each other genuinely. We're all like genuinely happy to see each other. Love them to death. It was a great time. Had the best pumpkin pie of my life. It was warm and light. It wasn't too like dense and rigid. It was like a fluffy pumpkin pie and tons of gravy. My aunt, here's something interesting. My aunt spatchcocked the turkey. I just overheard that. I heard, oh yeah, spatchcocked the turkey. I'm like, okay. Didn't really think anything of it. Whatever. Went to bed that night. Had a dream. Again, did not know what spatchcock is. Had a dream that I was trying to find out what the word spatchcock is. in the dream, I had either Googled it or asked somebody. And I found out in my dream what spatchcock indeed was. And in my dream, it was revealed to me that spatchcocking is a painting technique in which one paints a wall and starts from the middle and works their way out. Rather than like cutting in on the edges around door frames and molding and stuff like that, you do the opposite. And I woke up and I was like, huh, is that for real? Did my brain just kind of reach back into its recesses and summon the definition out of my subconscious of something that I really didn't know? How fascinating would that be? Wow. And then I looked it up. No, not at all. Not at all is that what spatchcock is. Spatchcock is you just split the turkey in half and cook it after it's like kind of split in half and unfolded. So yeah, just stupid dream nonsense. I thought it would be so cool though if that was real. My dream just kind of like, yeah, there you go, Drew. You were wondering about that. Let's serve it up to you. But no, just another absolutely insane random dream nugget. So for those of you who don't know, I came into the possession of a 3D printer a few months ago, maybe a month ago. I don't know. It was a few months because I got it before the end of October, maybe a month. I don't. Anyway, it's been fantastic. It was gifted to me. It showed up on my doorstep one day, said from the fountain pen community. It was a weird month. It was a lot of high highs and a lot of low lows in September, October. Though I didn't ask for it or purchase it, I have been getting so much use out of it. I got a lot of use out of it leading up to Halloween because I was working on my son's Halloween costume. But then since then, I've done a, actually here, let me hold on here. Stay there. So I've done a lot of things. This one is probably my favorite though. It is a cable winder. It's just like 3 or 4 pieces, but you've got your little charging cable. And then if you want to just kind of get it and go, you take this little windy-do and you just whoop, 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 whoop. Anyway, and it winds it up, and there's no glue or anything involved, and it just kind of screws together after you 3D print it, and it's just a great way to keep what is oftentimes a cumbersome thing to carry around, a charging cable for your phone, and makes it not cumbersome. It uncumbers it. So I love that. I've done like 3 of those. Those are fantastic. You can print them in like 3 different sizes. I printed a stand for my Super Scope, which is up there. I printed some stands for my son's Lego Star Wars ship. He did not ask for me to do that, but I did because I'm a dork, and I just thought it was cool. So those were super quick. My son's been printing just a ton of floppy dragons, little articulated dragons. He can't print enough of the floppy dragons. And then I've been really enjoying printing planters. When I went to Thanksgiving, I brought a couple planters that I had printed and gave them to my mom and my aunt who was hosting. And I had a snake plant. And I don't know if you've ever had a snake plant, you know that sometimes they like just create new shoots that create new plants. So I kind of took them apart and made new plants out of them and just started giving them away to people with these 3D printed planters. It's just been super fun. Like those things, those snake plants, they'll pop up a new plant all the time. So there's no shortage of them. And now there's no shortage of planters. So it's like infinite snake plant glitch. And I'm taking advantage of it. It's been super fun. And these planters have like a little, you print them and then they've got like a little unlatchy thing on the bottom. So there's a included kind of, what's the word when something's permanently affixed to something? Integrated. An integrated drip tray. So you don't have to put it on a little, coaster or whatever you call those things. So that's been neat. I've enjoyed that as well. My kumquats are changing colors. Don't know if you've been following my kumquat expedition, but earlier in the year, like spring, I did get a kumquat tree from like yarden.com, and it's been producing fruit. It's been fruiting, and it's almost orange. They're yellowish now, so I'm super excited to eat some kumquats. If you've never had a kumquat, they're little tiny citruses, kind of the size of a large grape, and they can be eaten rind and all. You just pop the whole thing in your mouth. It's sweet, soury, and mostly seedless, I believe. But you just eat the whole thing. And I am close to being able to share more about my professional future as far as career path goes. So stay tuned on that. I will definitely mention something when I can. I'm very eager to. So it's enough to look forward to. So you can be excited, but yeah, I'll let you know as soon as I can. And then I wanted to say something. I had a funny little exchange with my 10-year-old son the other day. I'm a big fan of the band Sabaton. They're a European metal band who pretty much only sing about military history. And it's fascinating. Not only is the music good, it's European metal, which is 100% my jam. I pretty much only listen to European metal and 80s glam rock. So definitely my jam, but it also teaches me about history. Like there's a lot of elements of history that I've gone and looked at and researched because I heard this song that I thought was really rad. So anyway, that's why my son knows about Sabaton. And he told me the other day, he said, yeah, kids at school love to draw the S from Sabaton, the logo. And I thought to myself, let me picture that S. Oh, wait, no. And I told my kid no, that's not the Sabaton S. That's just the cool S that kids have been drawing on their binders and notebooks since, before me probably. And I just thought that was really cool because he has seen the Sabaton S. I have a patch on my jean jacket, and he just assumed that all these kids were fans of Sabaton. I put up some new posters. We've got Muppet Treasure Island over here, and Hellboy, the Golden Army over here. And then I also, Black Friday, we got a TV because the TV in the living room sucks. Both HDMI ports failed. And so when you try to plug up a streaming device, it just doesn't read it on either input. We've tried multiple ones. We tried Google Chrome. We tried an Amazon Fire Stick. We tried a Roku. Nothing. The HDMI ports just suck. So went ahead and replaced it. I hate mounting TVs. Hate it. Hate it. It's awful. I really, really do. And it's too high up, too. It's too high up. It's above the fireplace. I know that's a decor faux pas, but I don't care. We don't have a space in there. It's going to be there. And also the mount was already there when we bought the house. So taking it out and patching the holes and not doing it. So it's up there. The new one is too close to the ceiling, so I don't like that. But it was cheap, and I don't want to remount it. Not going to do it. That's all. That's what's been going on with me. What's been going on with you? I hope you're doing all right. I'm doing all right. There are things. There are things that are up. There are things that are down. But more or less, I am feeling good. I hope you are too. I'm going to try to do these fairly regularly. And I'm hoping for once a week. But we'll see. Overall, though, the more the more engagement I get, the more folks tell me that they appreciate what they're getting, the more I'm going to do them. Just because that's pretty much the only reason I'm doing it. I'm not doing it for myself at all. Like the thing that's motivating me is the apparent desire that I've been seeing that shows me that folks want to hear me yap about stuff. So I'll yap. I'll definitely yap. So I'll have this one, and then I'm going to record one as soon as I'm done with this about some underrated actors that I feel like talking about. And then eventually I think I'm going to get Shannon in here once I get a second mic, and we'll talk to y'all. You'll get to meet my much more entertaining other half because, she's delightful. All right. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Keep being you.